So I can look for a part. I can look for the repair instructions. I don't even need to be a dealer. Why should I have to have a dealer anymore? It's an interesting question.
So the significance of what you talked about in all of those examples, except for one, was you talked about the art, not the science.
Of course.
The science of processing inside an equipment dealership may change, may not change, has to change, refines, whatever you have to do with the fundamentals on the back end. It's all been commodity. It's the art piece of this that somebody needs to be looking at regularly to grow. And look outside your own front door. Don't look at what I do, because every one of the instances that you measured there that was successful, that was exciting, that represents whatever tomorrow could be, all talked about the customer, whether it was how they ordered service. It was about the customer on how they received part. It's about the customer on how they interact with the dealership. Ultimately, no customer, no business. We know that, right? You talk about market share, all points back to the customer again. You know I'm bipolar in the sense that I like to be in the south in the wintertime and the north in the summertime, but I just had the opportunity to go back home. I call it bipolar. It's my own bad joke. But it's interesting because I always use the grocery store as the benchmark. And I went home for 4 days and I went to the grocery store, and I got to tell you, I'm not excited about going home. And when I do, I'm going to have to find a new grocery store. It's that simple. I'm just a consumer. Whereas here, I have a grocery store that's nearby. Prices being almost exactly the same. That's back end stuff. That's the science that I don't care about. They know how to buy it. They know how to sell it. They know how to store it. They know planograms, where to put it. What I do care about is when I walk in the store, somebody says hello. Somebody says, you look like you're in a hurry. Can I help you find something? Somebody says, when I check out, get this, Ron, and I know you're in California, so it's a little different, but I have somebody who bags my groceries, not the same person who's putting them in. They have somebody there that bags them at the end. And I think I've told you this before. And then they have the audacity, because I look so old and feeble, to ask me if I'd like help carrying it to my car.
And do you take
I don't have the heart to tell them I rode a bicycle. But the important part is I look forward to going into that store, not because I want to buy something different, not because I want what is the traditional model to change. I look forward going into that store because they recognize what customer needs look like. They recognize that I don't want to wait in line at a deli counter.